Hey guys, this is Crow. Welcome to Promo Look At. These are basically videos that I do for tabletop gaming. And without further ado, today's promo we're going to be looking at is for Pokemon, a trading card game. And the promo we're going to be looking at is a Pokeball. That says Pokemon in the top and in the bottom, and the white standard background for all American cards. And the promo we're going to be looking at is called Venusaur. So it says here, evolves from Ivysaur. Put Venusaur in stage 1 card, stage 2. 100 HP grass type, and basically it's Venusaur just kind of like looking at somebody from the sky from the looks of it, and you have like a watery sunrise, or unless that's snow. I don't know, maybe he's in snow and there's a sun, a solar system in front of him, because that does not look like the sun, but I don't know, you guys tell me. It says here, seed Pokemon, length 6 feet, 7 inches, it weighs around 221 pounds. Black Star promo, as you guys can see, and then its Poke Power says Solar Power. Once during your turn before you attack, you may use this power. Your Pokemon and the defending Pokemon no longer asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. This power can't be used if Venusaur is asleep or confused or paralyzed. Okay, and then for grass energies right there, you're going to use the move Mega Drain. Remove a number of damage counters from Venusaur equal to the half of the damage counters done to the defending Pokemon after applying weakness resistance right up to the nearest 10. If Venusaur has a few damage counters, then that remove all 40 of them, and then it does 40 damage. Weakness to fire, resistance has none, retreat costs 2. And then right here it says this plant blossoms when it's absorbing solar energy. It stays on this move to seek sunlight. Level 64, number 3. Illustrations by King Sugimori, 95, 96, 98. Nintendo Creatures, Game Freak, 99 to 2000s Wizards, promo 13. That's what it says down there. So that's pretty much all of this card. So if you guys like to sleeve your cards, if it's in a standard Magic and Pokemon the Gathering sleeves, standard sleeves, so if it's in the standard sleeves, you don't need a special one. So how does this work, and how can I get my hands on it? I'm going to explain a couple of things. So one off the bat, I'm going to say, if you guys don't know, this Venusaur is actually based, here's the booster box, it's actually based on the booster box front part of it, so it was actually one of the packs too, so that's pretty cool. I was trying to figure out where was this artwork. I seen it, and it was actually in the box art. So if you're going to use this Venusaur, it's going to be simple. You're going to have to play your Bulbasaur first, then wait a turn, and then evolve into Ivysaur. Then the following turn after that, then you can evolve, unless you have like a rare candy or Wally's training will automatically kind of evolve you quickly. And then you're going to need to play 4 energy cards on this Pokemon in order to use its move. So once you have 4 energy cards, then let's just say I'm fighting this Metatang right here, then I will use Mega Drain. And if I had at least 2 damage counters, as you can see, then I will remove them and I heal. And then if that Pokemon attacks me for like 40, and on my next turn I do Mega Drain again, I just remove only 2 of them and I keep the other 2, because it removes half of what I'm doing the damage. So if I was doing more damage, then it probably would be 3 instead, but in this case it's half of what I basically have. So that's how that works. Anything else I got to say? Now its move is actually a bit tricky, because it says you may use this power when your active Pokemon and the defending Pokemon are no longer asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. So here's the thing, when this card was released, you couldn't use this if it had a special condition. So it was asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. You can remove that. But right here in the bottom it says this power can't be used if Venusaur is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. So the only time you can use it is if the Pokemon was poisoned, and that would be it. So it was kind of like a useless power. Like, nobody really liked that power, because think about it. If I'm asleep, I can't use my power. If I'm paralyzed, I still can't use my power. If I am, what was the other one? Confused, still can't use my power. And if I was poisoned, which I forgot my token, then I can use it. And burned, because burned actually got added on later on, so I can use it for that. So in this case, it's kind of useless because you could only use it for 2 special conditions, but not for the other 3, unless you're playing this as a double battle, which then you can use his ability, because it says as long as the active, right? It says your active Pokemon. So in that case, if you were playing a double battle, then this ability would be better. But when it came out in the beginning, this ability kind of sucked. You could only use it for poison. Burn didn't exist at the time, not until Generation 3, which then adds the double battle. So, that's what I have to say. So nowadays, that ability would probably be a little bit better because of double and triple battles. And if you're poisoned or burned, you can actually remove that status, which makes it pretty good in that aspect. Especially if a Pokemon has Toxic, because that Toxic is dangerous. So it doesn't work for sleep, paralysis, or confusion. So it sucks in that aspect. So, but other than that, the ability is pretty good to remove special conditions from Venusaur or your other active Pokemon if you're playing with a double or triple battle. So in that case, okay, fine. But in today's metagame, what I recommend using this Venusaur, not really. It does have a decent ability, but the fact is that it only does 40 damage. What am I killing? It's going to take me 2 turns to kill that Metatang. Maybe by the next turn, that Metatang is going to turn into Metagross. And then all of a sudden, Metagross is going to have now, who knows, maybe 120 or more HP or 100. Who knows? So now it's going to take me another 2 turns to kill the Metagross. So, that's what I'm going to say, because its attack is very, very low for the metagame nowadays, because a lot of these Pokemon do more damage. And this is pretty freaking weak, if you ask me, for damage. Now, if you want to retreat it, you obviously have to use 2 energies to retreat it, and then you can retreat, but that's the standard for more of the heavier, bigger Pokemon, which you just remove 2 energies and that's it, unless you put a double colorless so you can keep your 4 grass. And that's another thing, you have to use exactly 4 grass energies to use that move, unlike how you see how this Ivysaur just needs 1 grass and 1 of anything. Same goes for Bulbasaur. So it's a little restrictive to a grass type deck. So if you're running like a fire grass type deck, this card might work a little because the restriction of all of those energies are grass. So it might hurt a little bit. Anything else I have to say? So for the metagame, I don't recommend it nowadays, especially seeing how the metagame is much faster. The Pokemon have way more HP, so in today's metagame, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, how did this card come available? Well, if you guys actually owned the Japanese version, well, you guys didn't, this Venusaur actually was released with the Game Boy version of the trading card game, and it actually had like a little on the bottom corner right here, it said GB, so that's how it basically was released in Japan. When it came out in America, it was actually released with the official Nintendo Pokemon trading card game official guidebook, and that's how it was released in America. So you bought that trading card game guide, which I didn't buy that book. I basically traded for this card, and then it just basically talked about a bunch of cards and guide you how to play the game, and that's basically how this Venusaur came. It came right in the beginning, in the middle of the book. So that's how it came out. Now, is it available still the old way? Can I still get my hands on it in the old way? Yes, it is still available if you can find that book, which is really expensive. Some people sell it for around $1,000. Because, again, the card is in mint, it comes in original packaging, plus the book is probably still in mint, so it's pretty pricey if you own the original book with the card inside of it. Now, if you just want to get this card, it is also pricey. On Troll and Toll, I noticed they cost around $70 American. That's pretty pricey. And that's not even considering shipping and handling. I noticed on eBay it's around the same price, 50 to 60. Oh, it pretty much depends on the condition too, because that's near mint where it costs like 70. I did see it for like around 20 bucks, but that was because the card was pretty banged up. So it is a pricey card.
Would I recommend buying it? Heck no. Unless you're a collector like myself, where you just collect the cards just to have it, then yeah, fine, go ahead, get it. But it is pretty pricey, and that's going to be basically an arm and a leg that you're going to be doing for purchasing this card. But it's not a bad card for your collection. Now, for the metagame, I would not recommend it. There was way better Venusaurs, especially Venusaur EX. So, this card, I mean, unless you're a collector, go ahead. Price is going to kill you, but other than that, no way, don't even purchase this. But if you guys actually own this Venusaur of the Black Star promo number 13, let everybody know in the comments below whether it's worth it or not. If not, say, hey, guys, don't bother with it. It's just a waste of money. Or, hey, you're a collector. Bing! I even still use it in my deck because special conditions, getting rid of it is a good thumbs up for me. So, with that being said, let everybody know in the comments below. But with that being said, I got a special thanks for you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.